You go to the kitchen, they follow. You go to the bathroom, they follow. You move to the sofa, they're already there. Most people assume their dog just loves them, and they do. But that's not the whole story. Because the science behind why your dog shadows your every move reveals something far more layered than simple affection. It involves instinct, attachment psychology, anxiety, and one finding that will change how you read your dog's behavior forever. Let's get into it. The most obvious explanation is evolutionary. Dogs descended from wolves, which are pack animals. Staying close to the group meant safety, food, and survival. Your home is your dog's pack, and you are their leader. Following you isn't clinginess, it's ancient instinct. But here's where it gets interesting. Wolves don't follow each other this persistently. They're independent hunters. So something else happened during domestication. Over thousands of years of living alongside humans, dogs didn't just become tamer. Their brains changed. They developed a specific orientation toward people that no other animal on Earth has. Scientists call it hypersocial behavior, and it explains why your dog doesn't just tolerate you. They're neurologically drawn to you. In the 1970s, a psychologist named Mary Ainsworth developed a test called the Strange Situation. It was designed to measure attachment in human infants. The test worked like this. A mother and infant were placed in a room. The mother left. A stranger entered. Then the mother returned. Researchers watched how the infant responded at each stage. Decades later, researchers decided to run the exact same test on dogs, with their owners playing the role of the mother. The results were remarkable. Dogs responded almost identically to human infants. They were calmer with their owner present, more distressed when the owner left, and visibly relieved when they returned. Researchers concluded that dogs form genuine attachment bonds, not just dependency, but the same emotional security structure that a child has with a parent. Which means when your dog follows you from room to room, they're not being needy. They're doing exactly what an attached infant does, staying close to the person who makes them feel safe. But there's an important line between healthy attachment and anxiety, and it's worth knowing where it is. A dog with healthy attachment follows you, but can settle when you leave. They might wait by the door, but they're not destroying furniture, barking for hours, or showing signs of panic. A dog with separation anxiety follows you because they genuinely cannot cope with your absence. The following isn't affection. It's monitoring. They're tracking your movements because they dread what comes next. Studies suggest around 17% of dogs experience clinically significant separation anxiety. Many more experience milder versions that owners often mistake for bad behavior. If your dog escalates their following when you pick up your keys, put on shoes, or reach for your coat, that's a tell. Their brain has learned to associate those actions with your departure. In the dog behavior world, there's a term for dogs who follow their owners with particular intensity. They're called Velcro dogs. Velcro dogs aren't a breed, they're a behavioral type, and they're far more common than people realize. Any breed can become Velcro, but some are predisposed. Breeds historically selected to work closely alongside humans, Vizslas, Border Collies, Shetland sheepdogs, tend toward Velcro behavior because closeness to humans was literally bred into them over generations. But environment matters just as much as genetics. Dogs who experienced early instability, rehoming, trauma, or inconsistent care often become Velcro dogs as adults, regardless of breed. Understanding why your dog is a Velcro dog changes everything, because the response isn't to push them away, it's to build the kind of secure attachment that gradually reduces their need to monitor you. Here's the one finding I want to share with you, because it reframes the entire conversation. In 2015, a research team in Japan measured oxytocin levels in both dogs and their owners during interaction. Oxytocin is sometimes called the bonding hormone, It's the same chemical released between mothers and newborns. They found that when dogs gazed at their owners, both the dog and the owner experienced a significant rise in oxytocin, a mutual hormonal response triggered simply by looking at each other. This is the only known case of this oxytocin loop occurring between two different species. It happens between you and your dog. It doesn't happen between humans and wolves, even raised ones. Your dog follows you because at some point in the evolutionary story of your relationship, gazing at each other started making both of you feel safe. So what do you actually do with all of this? If your dog's following feels healthy, lean into it. Eye contact, calm acknowledgement, time together. You're not spoiling them, you're feeding the bond that makes them feel secure. If the following feels anxious, start with micro separations. Leave the room for 30 seconds. Return calmly, no fanfare. Gradually extend the time. You're teaching their nervous system that departure always leads to return. And if you pick up your keys or put on your shoes and your dog immediately panics, desensitize the trigger. Get ready, then sit back down. Do it 10 times a day without leaving. Their brain will eventually stop treating those things as a departure signal. Here's the finding that ties everything together. Researchers studying dog behavior noticed something curious. Dogs don't just follow their owners. They follow them and then stop exploring when they leave. In a series of studies, dogs were placed in an unfamiliar environment with their owner present. They explored freely, wandered confidently, investigated new objects. The moment the owner left, they stopped. They waited. They didn't want to discover anything without the person they trusted most. Researchers called this the secure base effect. Your dog doesn't just follow you because they love you. They follow you because you are their courage, their confidence, their permission to engage with the world. Think about that for a moment. Every walk you've ever taken together, every new place you've introduced them to, every time they looked back at you before stepping into the unknown, they weren't just checking you were there. They were borrowing your confidence, using you as their anchor. Without you present, the world is uncertain. With you present, it's safe to explore. The following isn't dependency. It's your dog doing exactly what evolution designed them to do, staying close to the source of their security. Which means every time your dog follows you into the kitchen, the bathroom, the garden, they're not being clingy. They're telling you something. They're telling you that you are their safe place, and there is no higher thing a dog can say about a person. If this gave you a new way of seeing your dog, share it with someone who needs to see it too. And if you want to go deeper into the science of what's happening inside your dog's mind, the emotions, the instincts, their intelligence, subscribe to The Dog Mind. See you in the next one.